started.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls,
It's almost 11:30. I was kind of hoping to have this done almost by 12.
Greatest commentator, Robbie Campanelli, back with another episode of Universe Mode, and we are here with the man that does everything behind the scenes, Mr. Spicy Oreo. How you doing today, buddy?
Fluorescent light bulbs.
Fluorescent light bulbs. What did you get out of that?
No idea.
Well, Spice, to kick off the last episode of WWE 2K22, we have probably the greatest cross-brand title matchup we've ever seen. Seth Rollins, Bray Wyatt, and I'm already forgetting Smackdowns. We both forgot. Yeah, we both forgot. All right, free passes. Shit.
I forgot who it was too. I guess we got a mystery opponent.
It's because Smackdowns was last second.
I want to say it was Damian Priest, but I don't think so.
It wasn't.
You guys gotta start taking notes.
It's not notes. We threw one in last minute. We just didn't remember who it was. I think I'll scroll back for a minute. I don't know. I think
the other two we had preset.
I didn't get to make Smackdown yet. We just combined Smackdown and NXT to get on with it. Who did we put? Sheamus. It's Sheamus.
It's Sheamus. There it is. Oh my gosh, the biggest brain fart in Universe Mode history.
Nah, you did say the Brock, and then you said whatever you said last match, Champia or whatever. Tommaso Ciampa.
Hey, no, I was just saying he's a champion. Tommaso Ciampa.
The Brock. Austin Theory, Adam Cole. Austin Cole.
Theory.
Austin Cole.
Austin Cole.
There you go. Look at that.
Those are stuttered words. Those are not brain farts. There's a difference.
Wrong.
And we hear Sheamus screaming, "Fella! Fella!"
Is that what he says?
Yeah. Spice, let's just say Sheamus, a two-time world champion, won on both Raw and SmackDown. Former United States champion. Like, Sheamus has low-key put up a great career here in Universe Mode, and he still does not get talked about enough. He literally main evented WrestleMania, won that bitch, and still doesn't get talked about.
And he will be a 92 overall going into the new year. So he gets that going for him. As Seth Rollins is rolling people around and dropkicking everybody.
Seth Rollins and Bray Wyatt's overall being 86 and 96.
If you say commercial break, I'm going to punch you in your throat.
And while we are here,
Stop.
commercial break.
No, I don't know if you heard the announcement.
Today's
will be a
video
92.
will be sponsored by Bootios.
Bootios. Rollins taking down Sheamus. This upcoming greatest commentator is being very
Get back to my
not good at his job today. Rollins, what was that? Really bad rope break call by the ref. I said rope break. Rope break call. The only thing baked is the ref. I don't know what he's doing.
Yo, the ref has to be fried, bro.
He's you. You and the ref have the same brain cell.
The same amount of chromosomes.
That too, I guess.
We've seen some crazy calls by the ref. We're gonna have to hire refs that do not smoke. Hopefully 2K23 brings sober refs.
Or ones that just know how to do their job in general.
When someone puts their hand up, not end the freaking count.
I think the only ref we've ever had that was good was the, I don't remember which one it was, but I know there was one that was good, and he only showed up like twice. And he hasn't really messed any things up. But this guy right here...
Chromosome XYZ. I don't know anything about chromosomes. I'm just throwing random shit.
Seth Rollins is
Seth
cleaning
Rollins
house right now.
is just whooping everyone here on the NXT Smackdown Super Show.
I forgot to put the arena itself, but you know.
It's all good. Just invited in the NXT roster Smackdown. Right before Survivor Series, and a curve. What?
Did he just do the RKO?
He just did
What?
the RKO, bro.
What is happening?
No way. Bray Wyatt just RKO'd Seth Rollins, bro.
I like it that the animation's in the game, but no.
It would have been a lot cooler if he caught him to like a Sister Abigail. But that's still crazy to see. And here
then
we
in like
go.
2 weeks I get to play freaking MLB The Show.
Seth Rollins throwing Sheamus over the top rope. And now just choking Bray Wyatt with the rope right now. And Seth Rollins is going back and forth on Sheamus and Wyatt. Maybe trying to get some extra tribute points before the next game. He's not happy with his 96 rating. He wants 97.
Who?
Seth Rollins. 2.
7 count by the ref. Not quite enough. No. No confusion.
I was definitely confused. I just disregarded. Like, what 7 count? This is not a normal match. This is no DQ. And Bray Wyatt picking up Seth Rollins and sending him out of the ring. And now Sheamus and Wyatt go at it. Sheamus picking up Wyatt. Bro kick to the Eater of Worlds. Is he cross-brand champion? 2. No, Wyatt kicks out. Seth Rollins picks up Wyatt. And now Sheamus and Seth Rollins with a side Russian leg sweep to Wyatt. Now Seth Rollins taunting and a big drop kick to Sheamus. And now setting up ripcord knee strike to the jaw of Sheamus. Picks him up again. Throwing some combos countered by Sheamus. Watch out. Was looking for the Irish curse. What a super kick by Seth the Wyatt. And uh-oh. Pedigree to Bray.
Sheamus is over there screaming something.
And was ready for Seth Rollins' pin. But look at Rollins. Cosmic suplex to Sheamus. Falcon Arrow by Seth. He's going nuts here tonight.
I mean, he's going absolutely crazy right now.
And now Bray Wyatt in trouble, countering Seth Rollins. and takes out Seth. Sheamus taunting. Gets headbutted. Oh my gosh. Seth Rollins out of the ring. Sheamus down. Bray Wyatt is stalking to retain his cross-branded championship. And here we go. Literally looking at Sheamus right now. Here we go. Sister Abigail countered by Sheamus. Ducked by Wyatt. Bro kick by Sheamus. And as Sheamus goes for a pin. 1, 2. Broken up by Rollins. And then look at Sheamus. Counter by Rollins. And Rollins was looking for something. Sheamus counters. And now Wyatt's starting to get up. What's Sheamus thinking? Counter by Rollins. DDT to Sheamus. Seth Rollins dragging Wyatt. Knees to the chest of Wyatt. Side Russian leg sweep. And now Seth Rollins dragging Wyatt into the middle of the ring. Showing a dominant match. Wyatt getting to his feet. Choke slam to Seth. Seth could be out cold. Wyatt dragging Seth Rollins. Snake eyes to the turnbuckle. Goes right for Sheamus. Sheamus looking for Irish Curse, countered by Wyatt. Seth Rollins was looking to put away Wyatt. Chop to the jaw. Wyatt throws Rollins. Goes right after Sheamus. Sheamus throws Wyatt into the corner. Seth Rollins out of the play right now. And it's just down to Sheamus and Wyatt. Can one of them put each other away with Seth Rollins out, who's been absolutely insane tonight? Right before 2K23. Bray Wyatt dropping Sheamus. Setting him up. Sister Abigail! But Rollins right there! Again. And because of that, curb stomp to Wyatt! Dragging Wyatt into the middle. Sheamus down right next to him. 1, 2, 3. Seth Rollins just whooped ass right before Survivor Series to pick up the cross-brand title. Seth Rollins, after a defense on Monday Night Raw, will be able to challenge The Rock to an NXT Hardcore title match. Just days before the pay-per-view, so the title can be relinquished for the ladder match. Well, Spice, Seth Rollins definitely impressed here tonight. He impressed at SummerSlam, Elimination Chamber, WrestleMania. He held the Money in the Bank briefcase for the past few months, cashed in, won the title, then sadly dropped it to Edge. Sadly. In his second title defense. And now, let me tell you about I always get this wrong, so I'm just going to say a story of a man named Grimes.
Let me tell you a little story about a guy named Grimes.
This man has been phenomenal on Smackdown.
Came just short of a United States Championship last week.
You are definitely correct about that. That match absolutely delivered. But Angelo, in the end, picked up the victory. It's going to be interesting now what Cameron Grimes will do at Survivor Series. And next up, Cameron Grimes' opponent here tonight is the Prince, Finn Balor, who came in last week from NXT and won a mixed tag match against Ashton and Liv with Rhea Ripley, and then called War Games. So we're still trying to figure out the pieces of Balor's team. We know of 3 people for Ashton's side and 1 person directly for Finn Balor. And we are literally just 4 shows away from Survivor Series, Spice.
We've had some seeds planted for people who might be joining, but we don't know for sure yet.
Yeah, we've seen some interesting things happen over the past few weeks with that Titantron. I don't understand the people we pay up at the truck crew.
The Colts are signing Matt Gay.
And here we go. Cameron Grimes. Nice move to the chest. Immediately going to work on Finn. But then look at the rollover by Finn. Trying to immediately steal one. Finn Balor and his singles debut here tonight, right before Survivor Series. Sorry, Soup was talking, so I got interrupted. And as I got interrupted, Damian Priest is not done with Cameron Grimes. This still is personal when Cameron Grimes... Wait, this makes sense! This makes sense from Monday, Spice! Damian Priest, Titantron hit during Robbie's match. This somewhat makes sense. But this also tags to when Cameron Grimes and Damian Priest faced off at a pay-per-view. And Grimes beat Priest with a reckoning. But, Spice, that was a little interesting. Finn Balor being right behind.
Who was?
When Priest was walking down the entrance ramp. Could this be a potential first?
It could be. Priest isn't a bad person to have on your team either.
Battled Robbie for the IC title while Cross was battling for the world title. Scarlett faced Liv in that time. And look at the pin here. 1, 2, no! Balor barely just got out of that. With barely any muscle movement. It was all instinct right there to continue, but he is working Grimes now. Finn Balor was trying to go to the top rope, caught by Grimes. And Grimes about to slam him on the side of the ring. Well, Spice, Cameron Grimes and Finn Balor definitely showing out early on. Grimes throwing Finn into the steps. Cameron Grimes is just mocking Finn Balor. A 1 count. Reset by Cameron Grimes. But then Balor playing some tricks to his advantage. But now Grimes going back to work. But then look at Finn's counter, dropping Grimes. Finn Balor has gotten beaten up in this match. Sending Grimes into the corner. Uh-oh. Setting up. Missile drop kick to Cameron Grimes. Is that it? 1, 2. No. No, it is not. And Finn Balor trying to set up for a coup de grace. But Grimes got to his feet. Shots to Balor. Balor gets countered. On the way down, is that it? 1, 2. No. Balor getting out of that. And now look at Grimes go to the top rope. Look at him collide with Finn. And now Cameron Grimes just stepping on the hand of Finn Balor. And uh-oh. This could be the end of the match right here. No, it's not. Counter by Balor. Going to the top. Oh my God. Coup de grace. 1, 2. No. Grimes holding on. The crowd chanting one more time to Finn Balor. Oh,
well, that'll
as
do.
I say that,
That'll put you out.
There is no more one more time. 2, 3.
And Grimes gets another win.
Here is your winner, Cameron Grimes.
What a win for Cameron Grimes. Still trying to find his destiny for Survivor Series. But this win here tonight will definitely help. Alright, Spice. A very exciting match that was out of Cameron Grimes and Finn Balor.
This kid's potential is to the moon.
Very good pun right there. Next up, we get a little bit of a tree here tonight. The Miz versus Kofi Kingston. Kofi has not been used enough in the past 2 years. He's been off and on here in WWE, while The Miz has been in storyline after storyline after storyline of people just wanting to push him by and get to the top. People like LA Knight, MJF, Logan Paul, just to name a few.
The following contest is scheduled for
Spice, the A-lister, has not won a title here in WWE.
Hollywood, California, weighing in at 201
Not a solo.
pounds.
That is true. He has won tag gold with John Morrison,
Well, I think he's been a cross-brand champion, but
whose contract
for
is
long.
also expiring. And here we go, Kofi Kingston. This man has been phenomenal when he is in action.
Ghana, West Africa, weighing in at 212
Former tag team champion with Xavier Woods. Was one of the first, if not the first, World Tag Team Champion of the year. And Kofi, immediately with a neck breaker to The Miz. Going to the top rope off the bat. Frog splash to The Miz. And Kofi starts off the match strong. This is for the first spot of the Survivor Series elimination matches, Spice. For NXT. Or sorry, no, this is for the Battle Royal for NXT. And Kofi was able to get out of that submission by The Miz. Was trying to hit a Hurricane Rana. What strength by The Miz! Picking up Kofi! Now working on the leg. Spice, one thing you definitely have to give The Miz is he has been entertaining. Also underrated here in WWE.
Yes, but
You never really hear about his name in trade talks. You never see him getting drafted high. While the man has been probably the most stable part of NXT's mid-card.
I do know SmackDown was looking to make a trade a while ago, but that was when the old NXT commissioner was still here. And he was not moving anybody.
And The Miz. Flatliner to Kofi. Shades of LA Knight. 1/3 of the main event of Survivor Series. And look at Kofi with a suplex to The Miz. Continuing to work. Four count right now. 5. And Kofi gets back in. The Miz throwing Kofi immediately into the corner. Getting him to the top rope. Dropping him to the mat hard. God dang, Miz. Oh, and now working on the legs of Kofi. Very smart by the A-lister. And then a Claymore kick to Kingston. 1, 2, no. Kofi barely staying alive. But now, The Miz looking to put the figure 4 on Kofi. Will he hold on or will he tap out? No, he won't. Kofi gets out of it with the might and grit that he has. Kofi is in a lot of trouble. What? Right after being in a figure 4, he has that springboard? What strength does he have in his legs to be able to do that? Big Hurricane Rana hit this time to The Miz. Big DDT to The Miz. New Day. With double boom drops. Going for a pin. 1, 2. Not enough to put The Miz away. And now Kofi Kingston looking to put away Miz, and he hits them with the Trouble in Paradise. 1, 2, no. Leg drop again to The Miz. Picking him up. Trouble in Paradise ducked. Super kick to Kofi. And then a neck breaker by The Miz. And uh-oh. The Miz setting up Kofi for a skull-crushing finale. 2, 3. The Miz is going to Survivor Series for the ladder match. Oh, come on. Miz.
just take your win.
The Miz, why? You're so sick of people being against you, and you do that. You already won and am going to Survivor Series, and you do that to Kofi, who's a fan favorite. Well, Splice. Next up, you got Liv Morgan and Raquel Gonzalez going at it. Raquel was acquired from Monday Night Raw in the shakeup and immediately wants to come in, get her shot for the women's title. If it has to wait till after Survivor Series, so be it. If it has to wait till after Bayley, so be it. But she wants to be that next possible in line, is what she said in a statement right when trading to Smackdown. As soon as I possibly can, I'm going to work my way and get my women's title here on Smackdown.
But she's got to go through this person first. The most consistent superstar on SmackDown, I would say. No one's been more consistent than Liv Morgan.
And from Rio Grande Valley, Texas,
Raquel Gonzalez was one of many that Ronda Rousey could not defeat, but then loses to Dana Brooke. Now, Ronda Rousey had her freaking hand on the rope before one even hit, but that's besides the point. Dana Brooke is Raw Women's Champion going into WWE 2K23.
And Raw is at a big disadvantage at this moment for Survivor Series with Dana Brooke.
We can guarantee that there will be a rematch Raw Women's title this week on Monday Night Raw for Ronda to get her fair rematch in the way she got costed. And if the ref messes up, he's fired.
He's already fired.
Chromosome ref is in the ring.
Jesus.
You definitely probably can't say that, bro.
I don't think so.
Oh my god. And Raquel early on, taking down Liv Morgan, who has been the hottest women's star SmackDown has had to offer since the start of the year. Since forming with Ashton, she has been literally unstoppable as a competitor. Only Shotzi Blackheart has defeated her. And now Liv Morgan telling Raquel to get up to her feet. Slaps, chops, combos, taking Raquel to the ground, and Raquel fighting back. And a nice clubbing blow to the back. Multiple of them. Liv Morgan is in some sort of trouble right now. Right before a pay-per-view. You definitely gotta think Becky Lynch could be right back there waiting to attack Liv Morgan. Dana Brooke could come in and start working on her opponents beforehand so she has an opportunity. You gotta think Liv Morgan's got some threats. Dropping Raquel. Going for a pin. One. Only a 1 count. A nice kick to the back. Double stomp to Raquel. Kick to the face. Liv Morgan going to the top. Frog splash. 1. 2. Not enough. And Raquel fights back. And drops Liv. And now Raquel has Liv in a powerbomb stance, dropping her behind her. Raquel has been absolutely dominant to Liv Morgan. But then misses that elbow drop. Neck breaker by Liv. And look at Raquel. Trying to put Morgan in a tap out position here. Will Morgan tap to Raquel right before Survivor Series? This is where champions cannot be giving people opportunities to say they need a title shot. And look at Morgan. Nice little Hurricane Rana right there, sending Raquel across the ring, and now going to the middle rope. Missing the frog splash. Raquel ducking out of the way. Waiting for Liv to get up. Liv counters. But Raquel doesn't care. Snap drop. Missing the boot. Morgan gets away with it. Was looking for a finisher. But then Raquel planning. Liv. No. Not enough. And Raquel going to the top rope immediately. Telling Morgan to get to her feet. And dropping Liv again. And now picking up Liv and throwing her. Liv is in a lot of trouble here tonight. Wait a minute. Big jawbreaker. One more. Picking Raquel up. Dragging her to the rope. Setting her feet on the rope. Flatliner. The Oblivion. 1, 2, 3. And Liv Morgan
good.
picks up the win.
Here is your winner,
Liv Morgan once again shows why she is running the women's division. The
No
last
interference.
argument Ronda just lost could potentially be out of Liv Morgan's hair.
Is this
What
4
were you
or
laughing
5?
at? I have one more match after this.
To NXT, is the next
So I
one
think
the
4.
last one? No, I don't know what's next.
There's one more match for NXT, so it's Smackdown, NXT, Smackdown.
So we got like 3 matches left.
After this. And now, making his grand entrance, one of the greatest of all time, Shawn Michaels is trying to rebound after a loss to Finn Balor at both NXT Dead or Alive and Halloween Havoc. Spice, we do have to say though, Shawn Michaels has not lost a step since returning to the squared circle. Alright, and next up, you got the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes, facing Shawn Michaels. The modern day Shawn Michaels versus the past day Shawn Michaels.
legacy from Atlanta, Georgia.
Or I should say the real Shawn Michaels.
8 pounds. Cody.
Cause that's what I honestly think that's what Cody gives me. He's modern day Shawn Michaels. He's what Dolph Ziggler wasn't. Alright, and Cody Rhodes continuing to try and show himself here on NXT. He was a former world champion on Monday Night Raw before he started fizzling out and got traded at the Shake-Up. Is now trying to look for a stable home, a long-term title reign. He really wants to start showing that he has Ashton-like getting over skills. Because let's just say, there are not many people that can get over better than Ashton Hudson. Nice move there to Shawn by Cody Rhodes, who has had all momentum early on in this match. And now we have Shawn Michaels working on Cody again. Spice, what has been your opinions of Shawn Michaels' last run, he says?
So far it's been good. It's taken a little bit of a stop. Or, what's the word? A detour now. Yeah, with the Finn Balor stuff.
I mean, it was not bad, though. He kind of picked on Finn Balor, and Finn Balor showed that you don't walk on the present generation. If you want to come back, that's fine. But the way Shawn Michaels came back, in his opinion, was completely disrespectful. And that just drove a new fire into Finn Balor. Finn Balor has been great on NXT, but he needed that next level, and Shawn Michaels broke it out of him. So if anything, this past run for Shawn has been a success, especially to Finn Balor. Finn Balor will be able to look back and be like, Shawn Michaels gave me that next step. He passed the torch that I needed. And now he will be inside War Games with 4 versus all. And Cody dropping Shawn Michaels. 1, 2, no! Shawn Michaels barely has a fight left. Come on, Cody. We get you are great. But give Shawn Michaels one more run. And now Shawn Michaels spitting in the face of Cody and dropping Cody. Trying to get back in this match. Here we go, picking up Cody Rhodes. Big chop to the chest. Countering Cody again. Cody countering. Setting up Shawn. Crossroads to Shawn Michaels. Was it a quick win for Rhodes? 1, 2, 3. No! Shawn Michaels refuses to quit. And then look at the springboard by Cody, trying to take the last fight, but Shawn Michaels refuses to go down. And now he's going to the top. What is he thinking? Elbow drop to the back of Cody Rhodes. Picks him up. Chop. What's he looking for now? Drops Cody on his knee. And he's setting it up, Spice. Here it is. Sweet chin music connected to Cody.
The solo of that is so good.
1, 2, no. Facts. But Cody Rhodes staying alive in this match to see who also joins TLC, or sorry, the ladder match for the cross-brand title. Because my next point was, 2 weeks after Survivor Series, TLC will be bringing back you'll never see it coming.
Of course it will be.
We'll have to see what that means, Spice. And Cody Rhodes dropping Shawn Michaels. And continuing just to work on the legend. Cosmic suplex. Michaels in a pin. 2, 3. No! Shawn Michaels barely kicks out. Again. Look at Cody. Powerbomb. Countered by Shawn Michaels. Was looking for a Superman punch. But gets countered. But then counters Cody Rhodes. Sending him outside the ring. Tells him to suck it. And he's going to the top, Spice. Telling Cody to get to his feet. And Cody catches Shawn. Drops him.
How'd that work out for you, Sean?
And Cody sending Shawn into the barricade. And gets over to him. What's he looking for now? Suplex drop right on the top of the barricade. And Shawn Michaels continuing to work. Crushing the nuts of Cody Rhodes. Doing it again. 3 count at the moment. Shawn Michaels seeing that, knows he wants to go to Survivor Series for that cross-brand title ladder match. And then look at Shawn! Just sent Cody Rhodes to the 6th row! And then a vintage Randy Orton power slam! Counter by Cody Rhodes, and now starting to work on Shawn. Sends him back into the ring. The American Nightmare and Shawn Michaels putting on a classic. Look at Cody. Another suplex to Shawn. Picks up Shawn one more time. Misses the disaster kick. Sends him over to the rope. Dropping Shawn Michaels. And a nice little splash. And uh-oh. Setting up for one more crossroads to Shawn Michaels. Ball game. Cody Rhodes going to the pay-per-view. 1, 2, 3. And Cody Rhodes picking up a massive win here tonight.
I think Shawn Michaels' road just hit another roadblock.
And that is the American Nightmare.
It just seems like it's getting tough for him to win matches at this point. He picked the wrong fight at the wrong time, and it's kind of hurt him.
We'll have to see if it turns around. It is the Heartbreak Kid after all. I mean, his matches have been phenomenal once again. He's keeping it going in that regard. He just needs to pick up some victories. And we would love to see him win a Royal Rumble in 2023. And here we go. Spice, the Intercontinental Champion, has arrived.
Who is a Smackdown superstar, but will be fighting for Raw next Sunday.
With that Intercontinental Championship. The title that he refuses to lose. People have tried, and so far it's failed. And now he'll be put to the test again in another triple threat. Has been the worst superstar in WWE in triple threat matches with 0% wins. So that is going to be interesting going into the pay-per-view. He's been here for a year and a half, and he cannot win a triple threat match. Last time, he got stunnered 3 times and got pinned.
Weighing in at 193 pounds, Drew Gulak.
And here we go. Drew Gulak makes his return to Smackdown, Spice. Right before Survivor Series. Drew Gulak could be looking for one of those spots in either the ladder match, the Battle Royal, or the 2v2v2 Elimination Survivor Series match, Spice.
The thing is, whichever one it is, you've got to be careful of the Gulak. He might have fallen hard, but that submission is still dangerous.
The thing is, he's only been in 5 matches since losing to AJ Styles. So at least here tonight, he has someone like Robbie. If he gets a win over, he can quickly turn himself around. He still has a winning record here in WWE. So in that regard, SmackDown made a smart choice picking him up off the waiver wire. What a slam by Robbie.
We got 2 Nia Jaxes in the ring after that moment.
Nice. And Robbie continuing to work on Drew Gulak. Gulak ducking into a German suplex. Nice move right there. By the man with one of the most deadly submissions in WWE, the Gulak. Spice will not talk about it enough, how devastating that Gulak is. And
It's
now,
just-
doing a torture rack to Robbie.
We look at Daniel Bryan as the submission magician or whatever. Well, whose nickname was that? Someone used to have that nickname, the submission magician, right? Is it Shayna Baszler?
I think that could be it. But as Robbie chucks Drew Gulak, Dominic Mysterio's music, and Titantron hits. Could these be the seeds that are planting right before Survivor Series? We've seen Priest Titantrons. We've seen
As we
now
talked about
Dominic
it.
Mysterio's Titantron. And that is true. As we talked about the Gulak, Robbie does get out of it though. But
It's
he's
rare.
gotta be already hurting.
He gets one more, he's done. No one's ever gotten out of more than 2.
This could also be Robbie's night to show that he could be the first one to do that.
People have gotten out of 1, but no one's gotten out of 2. What the what?
More devastating than the Gulak, question mark?
Definitely not.
And now Robbie working on Gulak. Knee to the arm. And look! What a German suplex by Robbie! And now with Drew Gulak in trouble, getting tossed again! Robbie. Springboard! Swanton misses
over
by
there.
a mile. Oh my gosh. And uh-oh. Oh, dropping Gulak on his neck. Was looking for a spinning forearm. Counters Gulak. Robbie grappling Gulak. Gulak countering. And then drops Robbie on his head. Uh-oh. Robbie being dragged to the middle. Gulak going for a pin. 1, 2. Not enough to put away Robbie.
But if he locks in the Gulak, it's over. We know that. He's got to keep out of it.
Robbie getting out of that normal suplex into a German suplex. And Robbie sees a down Drew Gulak, dragging him to the middle of the ring to apply his own submission. The sharpshooter to Gulak. Will he tap out? He does!
I think that's the first time we've ever seen Gulak tap out.
Robbie makes Gulak tap out with the sharpshooter.
How did I make
What a
relevant
win
and you
for
couldn't?
Robbie here tonight.
We got 2 more matches, right?
Yes. And next up, while we're in commercial break.
Oh my god. You in the commercial break, man, I swear.
The Rock and Edge fight here tonight right before Survivor Series. A champion versus champion match. To see who is better.
I mean, the last time we seen The Rock, he crushed a 7-foot tall guy.
That's very true. And he is back in action right before the pay-per-view. Spice, is The Rock just that damn good? Or did Omos just have an off night?
I think Omos just wasn't as prepared as he thought he was going to be for The Rock. I think he got a little too confident.
He believed he had in the bag after Roman beat Rock back at SummerSlam 2021. The Rock looking to make the NXT Hardcore title even more prestigious than it's ever been. People to hold that title: Omos, Keith Lee, Isaiah Swerve Scott,
Omos was a heck of a champion, though.
Samoa Joe.
I remember Joe was
Seth
undefeated for like
Rollins?
3 months, wasn't he?
It was longer than that. He held it for 6 months.
No, I'm saying undefeated. He was undefeated for like 3. I'm pretty sure he started losing after a while,
Yeah.
even as champion. He was undefeated for a long time.
He stayed in conversation with Cosmic for a while.
That smirk he does is awesome. I don't know, there's something about it. It's really cool.
I agree. The last Edge entrance of 2022. Well, Spice, we're in for an absolute treat here tonight. The Rated R Superstar.
And let's not even talk about the main event. That match is going to be a banger, too.
I agree. The Rated R Superstar and The Rock. The Rock versus The Edge. Here we go. Underway.
The
Edge throwing throwing The Rock into the corner immediately. Continuing to work on Rock early on. Showing a great start. Dropping Rock with a bulldog early on. And an elbow drop. Edge having to go up against LA Knight and Ashton Hudson in the main event of Survivor Series 1 week from now. And then The Rock has to face Robbie, who just beat Drew Gulak. And then also, The Rock, Robbie, and Angelo Dawkins, who let's not even talk about, because that man just doesn't lose. That man just whoops everyone.
Because you look at that match, you think The Rock is the favorite, but Angelo Dawkins says otherwise.
What
Pretty sure it's who you
is
were just
Angelo
talking to.
Dawkins? Yeah, that's exactly what we're talking about. What is Angelo Dawkins' 2K23 rating, Spice?
He is A 91.
That is a phenomenal rating for Angelo Dawkins.
It was only an 80 coming into this year.
Let me check mine. I'm pretty sure Montez Ford is 85 in this game. Monday Night Raw internal roster. And Montez Ford comes in at an 85 rating. And here we go. Edge has Rock up in a powerbomb. Drops him on the mat. And now Edge coming closer to the Rock. Throwing the Rock into the steel steps. Four count right now. 5. 6. And look at Edge. Textbook of execution. And as he was going for a pin, it's Ashton.
He has been making his presence known to the other champions a lot lately.
While also having to deal with Finn Balor.
This just shows how good he is. He's multitasking on every level right now. He's got to get ready to defend his championship against Big E at the next exclusive. He's
and then he has to make sure
Finn Balor.
Yep, and he has to make sure his team stays strong, you know?
And he's got to worry about Survivor Series.
He has Smackdown to carry and his team to make sure they win. He has a lot on his plate coming up. And Edge barely getting out after the distraction of Ashton.
Which right now, I would say SmackDown has the advantage in 2 of the Survivor Series matches for the championships. I would say Liv Morgan's the favorite.
Uh-oh.
And
1 second, Spice. Edge setting up for a spear. And he clocks The Rock with a spear. 1, 2, no! The Rock kicking out at 2.
then back to my point, I would say Ashton or Edge are the favorite for the World Championship. I would not put LA Knight in there, especially with how bad he's been lately.
That could be all a ploy, though, Spice.
It could be, but you don't want to start losing right before a big moment like that. Eventually, it's going to start... Like, you can't go in there facing people like Edge and Ashton, who's been at the top of the level this year. You just can't.
I do agree with you on that. He had it all right beforehand. If he didn't have those 2 losses, he had the whole thing behind him, saying that he's going into this match undefeated. As soon as you lose that element. What element does LA Knight bring to that match now? Well, we'll just have to wait and see, but is there one? And Edge throwing The Rock into the steps. Two count. Three. The Rock throwing Edge in the steel steps. 5 count. 6. 7. The Edge getting back in at 8 count. Textbook of execution. As soon as he gets back in. 2. No. Once again, Rock kicking out. And Edge with another spear to the Rock. 1, 2, 3. Oh my God! 2.999999998. Like, oh my gosh, this resiliency out of the Rock. Edge can't believe it. And the Rock beating down Edge. Will that be it? Edge kicks out at 2. Match continues. And now the Rock setting Edge up for a rock bottom. Edge counters. But the Rock, massive DDT to Edge. And he was looking to put away Edge. Edge doesn't allow it. DDT to the Rock. Continuing to work on the Rock. And now setting up at the corner. One more time. It's Rated R Superstar.
That's it.
Ready for Survivor Series. 1, 2, 3.
And just like that, I think LA Knight's chances are done. I'm saying that now. I think he's done. I don't think LA Knight is winning that match. Raw or SmackDown? Or Raw or NXT? SmackDown or NXT? God, I can't talk. SmackDown or NXT are walking away with that match.
The Rated R Superstar showing why
Raw better hope it's not a
he
tiebreaker.
is on top of NXT here tonight, beating the NXT Hardcore Champion, The Rock, who isn't just any ordinary Hardcore Champion.
The last time we seen McIntyre, he put on a banger with Chris Cosmic.
Match of the Year candidate now. With Walter and Big E.
That match is still great. That was like the first show of the year, and it still lives up.
And here we go. To kick off the main event, we have the leader of 4 versus all, the WWE Champion, Ashton Hudson. This man has been one of the most talented wrestlers WWE has ever seen. This man has charisma. He has the look. He has the gimmick. He has the jacket. What else does this man need to go down as one of the greats? And here we go. Ashton staring around the crowd as he's about to go one-on-one with new SmackDown star Drew McIntyre.
He's had 2 back-to-back great matches, actually. He had a great match with Angelo, too. Now, can he put on a good match with the WWE Champion?
And here we go. Drew McIntyre puts his sword in the ground once again and is ready to do business. Could you see Drew McIntyre be a future face of SmackDown?
Definitely. I think SmackDown has a lot of people that could be the face of this company right now. Well, it's brand. I meant to say the brand, but you got McIntyre. You have Cosmic. You have the current champion. You have Karrion Kross, Cameron Grimes, Angelo Dawkins. The list goes on and on and on.
We definitely cannot rebuttal that. Drew McIntyre's whole life comes down to this. This man has not won a title. And here tonight, he could prove to Ashton, by beating him, that he could be the next in line. And immediately Ashton getting out of a move of McIntyre. Nice little springboard McIntyre getting out of the way as well. Spice, if you had one more superstar come join Smackdown, who would you want to see? Alright, he is not here at the second. Drew McIntyre getting worked by Ashton right now. If you wanted one more person on SmackDown, who would it be?
That's a tough one. Because you got your Seth Rollins, of course. You got your guys like Omos, who's been impressive. I would probably have to go with Seth Rollins.
And as Ashton stomping down on Drew McIntyre, Karrion Kross's Titantron hits. McIntyre's out on the side. We don't know anything right now. Wait, look behind him, Spice! He hits Karrion with the chair now!
Yeah, he hit
Or
Karrion
sorry,
with
he hits Ashton with the chair now. And McIntyre looking to put away Ashton, and it doesn't go anywhere. McIntyre throwing an alley-oop by Karrion Kross. Another statement made. Could that be another one that could be facing 4 versus all? Ashton Hudson's biggest arch nemesis, Spice.
What?
Ashton Hudson's biggest arch nemesis.
Yeah, definitely. Yep.
Uh-oh.
Definitely has
Uh-oh.
that.
Oh! Oh! Oh my god!
A new move in the arsenal.
That was nasty. Powerbomb head first onto a steel chair, and then a massive knee to McIntyre. And uh-oh. What a double underhook slam right there by Ashton. And as the ref needed to get right up close to Ashton's butthole to see that McIntyre's hands on the rope, bro.
You gotta look through to see the pin.
Oh my! Oh, what a knee by Ashton! Out here giving McIntyre concussions, and now he's doing the Cupid shuffle.
I hate it.
Slide to the left, slide to the right, and look at it!
Adopting a submission of his own, it looks like.
The Black Widow! And McIntyre gets out of it into a side slam, refuses to tap out. And now starts to work on Ashton with some shots. And McIntyre with an elbow drop. That did not connect. And Ashton using that to his advantage. Nice springboard crossbody. Robbie takes some notes.
That's also something new. Not used to seeing him fly in any way like that.
When you're facing the top competitors, you bring out new moves. Just ask John Cena. Future Shock DDT. 1, 2. Not enough. And McIntyre picking up Ashton. Was looking for a Glasgow kiss. And Ashton said no. And look at Ashton. Just kicking the back of McIntyre. going to the top rope, and a coup de grace. What a shot to Finn Balor. And then a massive kick. And McIntyre beats Ashton into it.
Seeing a lot of
Picks
new
up
stuff
Ashton.
out of nowhere. There's
And a
Claymore.
Claymore.
That was out of nowhere.
Out
Head
of
is red
nowhere.
already.
1, 2, no. The crowd's chanting "Live forever."
Is that what they're saying?
Yeah, that's what they're saying. Live forever.
I wonder why.
And one more. Black Widow to Drew McIntyre. Is Ashton gonna make McIntyre tap out in the main event? He does! Sending a note to Finn Balor.
Maybe taking a note from Robbie in acquiring a submission move.
Well, it worked here tonight. And Ashton walks out as the last person in WWE 2K22. Ashton, if I could just have the floor for a second. This man right here elevated himself, innovated himself in this game. And he walks out of this game as the last victor. And just some side notes, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you all for the over 10,000 views we got over this series. Out of the 2K22 portion of this series. And we are just excited to continue to work and grow as a duo, as a trio. And put out better content. And in 2K23, our content is going to go to a new level. Just wait and see. Thank you all for watching. Don't forget to hit that sub button. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, carrots of all ages, I'm out.